Hello everybody. I'm running just a bit behind. I'm getting stuff set up here. Let me get. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be right back. Hello, Tom. Hope you guys did pretty well yesterday after that storm rolled through. Didn't look very good when what Rick was showing us, sharing with us yesterday afternoon. All right, guys. Let's start off this week. Scaled World Wednesday. I'm gonna get some information to you guys. We picked up this airbrush on. We picked up this airbrush from eBay. Um, it's calling it an aerograph, but it's actually let's see. Here's the actual airbrush. This is the way it came to us. It came like this in just this little white box. The white box didn't fare too well, but the airbrush itself looked to be good and intact. Plus, they shipped it in just like a bubble wrap envelope. So I wasn't too happy with that. They're calling it an autograph. The nozzle, it's a progressive nozzle. So they're calling it a 2mm to 3mm, depending upon how far back you pull the needle. This right here is a cheap airbrush, guys. We paid $14 for this with shipping. I liked it because I wanted to try the cups. It has a 20cc and a 40cc cup. And then it gives you some of the diagrams and everything. TCP Global have another airbrush that resembles this. I think we're going to purchase that one for our regular use. Because there's some pros and cons to this. Some things that we enjoyed about this brush and some things that are setbacks. But it was meant to be a cake airbrush, but we picked it up. It was cheap. It's something that me and Pete at Scaled World, we're going to look into some cheap airbrushes to get you guys that are stuck on the price being an issue for you guys to try the airbrush. It did come packaged like this. It has a wrench in it. It has the big cup, the small cup, the airbrush, and it has a quick fitting nozzle right here for if you have a quick release setup. I don't. What I have is, just the standard old, I hook this stuff right up to my airbrush. I have a airbrush line. Now they're calling it a Spirit Air. See if you guys can't see that. That's Spirit Air. It has all metal. This is metal. It's all nice adjusted. It feels good. It's smooth. You can take this off if you don't want a tip guard to get some super fine line stuff in there. Guys, this for $15, for $14 shipped is what me and Pete paid. The lid, you can screw the lid off on this one, and you can put the larger lid on. It's just that easy. Um, and for me, if I'm clearing a model, I don't want to stop in the middle of it to redo, you know. So that right there, I know if I have 2 or 3 models to clear, I can fill my cup up however large I need it to, and you know, I can go. And then I can also see when I'm getting down if I don't want to keep spraying. When I spray my models, guys, I try to go from the bottom, and then I work myself around the model, so that way there's no dry spots all the way over to there. So usually I like to know how much fluid I have in here, because I don't want to get right here and then be out of fluid, put the car down, fill up with paint, and then come back over here and try to start over, because by that time all this right here is already flashing, and that's when you guys get some overspray or you get orange peel if you stop in the middle of a path. So that's just how I choose to do it. But it was a good nozzle. It turns good. It won't fit a regular airbrush line, like a Pache line or something. I have a blue braided line from Harbor Freight that I use with their central Premier airbrush. It's the same. It'll be the same size as this Badger. Yeah, same size as a Badger 105 if you use a Badger airbrush without the quick disconnect. Okay, it's a great gun. Feels good, nice weight to it. It worked really, really well. I put in Stynylrez, which is a Badger. I put this straight in the cup, not thinned or anything. It sprayed out awesome. You could tell these were a set of black, all black plastic wheels that we got from Scaled World, out of a kit that he had built out of his Celica kit. It sprayed the silver at like 15 psi. It sprayed that base coat so well that I went ahead with the stock wheels and went ahead and painted up the stock wheels because it sprayed that good. I shot then this right here being an acrylic primer, you know, you just clean it with water and what have you, and everything was fine. So then I proceeded to use my regular primer of choice, my Nason all over primer, which is a lacquer primer. It's a 2-to-1 lacquer primer. It sprayed that super well. It sprayed it very good. Plus, like I said, I could fill up the cup, do a whole body. The drawback is once I went to clean it with my lacquer thinner, with just pure lacquer thinner, I noticed thinner coming back out through here. So this right here would be a great airbrush if you guys are just using Vallejo, Stynylrez, Minotaur, ammo, AK, you know, stuff like that. As long as you stay water-based, acrylic-based. I don't think these seals are set up straight from the get-go to be used with harsher colors like House of Colors, like Candy, you know, lacquer-based product. So we didn't try none of the Buster's Customs yet. I didn't want to waste none of those. I was trying the regular product that I usually used to working with. But for $13, $14, this right here is a really, really nice airbrush. Works really well, guys. I am very excited when it did work so well, and then until I put the you know, strong thinners in there. But this is what we bought it for. We wanted to try it to give you guys an option. As soon as the money is available to me here at scaledworld.net and the Scaled World Weekly, we're going to purchase the TCP Global one and see if all these parts will fit. Because if these parts will fit the TCP Global one, then this right here is just an airbrush that you have to overhaul. If you ever watch Gilbert at Red Dragon Model Works, he'll show you guys how to overhaul an airbrush by putting in new seals and stuff. I have to buy better seals. This is not junk by any means, guys. It's a great airbrush. If I didn't tell you that this was a cheap airbrush and this against the Badger airbrush that we got from Gilbert, the weight is about the same. The length is about the same. This right here is a single action though, so it's just a push down. But I do like the taller nips on the gun. I like the grooves, the way it sets in my fingers, the way it does, you know, the path and patterns that it made. And like I said, cheap airbrush, but it worked very nice until I put my own chemicals in it. But it sprayed all my lacquer base. It sprayed it fine, no splatter, no leaking, not even no leaking. Even with the paint, there was no leaking coming up through there. It wasn't until I started cleaning it that I noticed that the thinner was coming back through there. So that means in here the seal has failed within this range here. But you can, like it showed in the instructions, you can replace all these seals. This ain't a one and done airbrush. I'll probably have to replace this right here, number 7, or the number 6 seal. And it just called it the O-ring needle guide, you know. But we're going to try the TCP Global. Easier to get parts. Never heard of a Spirit Air, or wouldn't know how to contact this company to get the seals, the O-ring needle guide. So that's great that it shared that. But usually, because since the fluid came back in and was coming out this needle hole, it's probably this number 6. Some airbrushes, number 7 is a piece of plastic. Yeah, I don't know if it's Teflon in this one or if it's plastic. But the needle is still moving, so nothing is, you guys can see the needle coming in and out. So nothing is seized, and usually if you melt that plastic, it will get seized in there. It will get seized in there and won't move. So this ain't a junk airbrush by any means. It was just an airbrush I'd recommend you guys not use a lacquer based, a thinner based paint just yet. If you guys go to the umpretail.com, I'll put you up here on this sign. Paul and the guys over there at UMP, they have a UMP thinner, and it has a chart on it that helps you guys, that will help you guys thin out your acrylic paints for the airbrush. I don't have none of that on hand. Sorry guys, I don't have none of that on hand. Yeah, thanks, John. So, you know, there is a good thinner, and a way to get used to that. Guys, I'm gonna just get off subject real quick. Thanks, John, for that information. Gerald, twin disappeared, bro. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't got to talk to him in years. It's probably been 2.5 years since I've actually got to talk to him. I did share the information, and since then he's been MIA. So I apologize for that if I misled anybody on where to get the Blazer kits and stuff like that. But Twin was a close friend, and you know, things in life come about, and he just disappeared. I want to give you guys a look down. I don't know if you can see down the rabbit hole. You can see that it is a good, clean looking needle. I can't show you guys, but John says it's just a standard O-ring, so I'll have to probably find that and get that. John, all my Paches have handled the thinners, cleaning the thinners and everything. So I'm gonna make sure I don't get just a synthetic rubber. I'll make sure I get like a urethane or polyurethane. The square body styles. All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's see what is happening over at. We are being sponsored, guys. One of our sponsors is the Model Hut. So let's take our weekly tour over to the Model Hut and see what Brian and them have over there at the Model Hut. See, where's my link? The Sales Shack. All right. Let's see if we'll pull that up. Well, maybe not. Let's restart this booger. Guys, we are still doing the raffle. It will go on until May 30th will be the last day. I've been trying to run some specials. Trying to do some things to keep, to keep the raffle alive and moving. Some people have taken part, some haven't. We came across another interesting thing. If you guys are part of the YouTube community, you guys know who James Young Model Master is. Young Model Master is suffering from cystic fibrosis. He's been battling it for a long time, and we got some bad news about a month ago that they not giving him much more time to stay on the earth with us. They're saying that he either needs a lung transplant or he'll be lucky to make his 18th birthday. So there is a GoFundMe page up for that, and we'll get to that in a minute. Just want to let you guys know about that, and then we'll get some of this business stuff out of the way, and then we'll get back to what I'm sure everybody's here for, is for the raffle information. Let that pull up. All right, Brian's got some new colors out this week, and then there's a whole list now of the colors you guys can go get. But I was going to show you guys this right here for this month during our month raffle. Not only, or if you buy from the Model Hut, that you get and you buy a spot in the raffle, you'll get a free spot. But Brian's also took an additional 10% off your orders this month at the Sales Shack. And there's some good deals in here. Let me pull this up. Let's go shop. Especially if you guys are NASCAR guys, or not NASCAR guys, but race car guys. Let's see. I didn't want to do that. No, it's still pulling everything up. All right. Guys, my service sucks. We had some storms come through ourselves. Like right here, some of the race car stuff is fairly cheap. So it's got lots of photo etch. Let's see if I can't bring this up. We got a lot of photo etch. Look at this. I ain't seen one of those in the stores for a while. $19, guys. You take your 10% off, that puts it under 18 bucks. He's loaded with photo etch. And look at some of these sprint cars, guys. $14. You're gonna have a double dragster. So there's quite a bit. There's 16 pages of race car stuff. Let's just go to page 16 and show you. He's got it's been a long time since I've seen the midget racers out, you know. So, you know, there's a whole range of stuff. Um, let me see. Whoa. Too big. Let's go back to page 1. So there's 16 pages. Well, I ain't the best cameraman, guys, so let's leave it right there at that size. So you got that Nova, and like I said, lots of photo etch, the double dragster. Let's go to page 2. Now here, yeah, okay. The Thunderbolts. And then the little Rat Nova, you know, $25, that's a good price. $12 for the Pro Street Nova, and all it is just an open box. And like I showed you guys before, tap on the product, you go right there, and it shows you, you know, what's in the box. This issue is the one that was, come on. This issue is the ones that come molded in blue. So he'll show you, you know, okay. And then just, so if you guys get a chance, go to thecellshack.net. And then there's all kinds of stuff there. Let's see. You got the Hemi. You got the Dick Landy Dart, which those had some great decals in it. You got another Altered Nova. The Cutlass. Now, this right here is one of my favorite Pro Stock kits because it don't have the massive slicks in it. It has more of the street style slicks, you know, that you could put under more of a street car. It ain't those great big old, like a top fuel slick, you know what I'm saying? Oh, God. And then it's, then I hadn't seen the Twisted Vega offered in a long time. So he's got one of those in stock. Tons of photo etch. If you guys haven't noticed, Brian's got a ton of photo etch there. You know, so that's just a few looks of what he has over in there. Let's go to what am I doing? All right, now let's go to the Bosses page. See what we got new there. So this week, some of our latest features is Ella. He is from Lebanon, but he builds some great both Japanese and American cars. I guess the Middle East would be, I guess they would have the same kind of stuff as us, but not as apparent. So what he builds is just great, because we don't hear of a lot of builders from the Middle East, guys, that take part in our hobby. A lot of them are military builders. Yaza from over there, he joins the ISM live and stuff. He is from the Middle East, and he has some great builds. And then the grumpy painter, he is from the Middle East, and he does some great figures. But there's not very many Middle Eastern automotive builders that share their work online. And then George has coverage up of the Mid-Atlantic NNL. Is posted up now. I went the wrong way. Let's see. We got, look at this little plain stock Beetle that's been posted up there, and it's from a guy in Hungary. I can't even say his first name. We'll just call him Mr. Roland. And then here's this lovely little Escort. Now, I just got this kit in from Pete. They picked it up for me at the N&L East. I have the blue version, but I didn't have the white version. And I'll probably be building these stock. Our good friend Punch from Motorsports, he is a huge Escort collector and a fan, and he's making stock panels for this kit right now. And Punch is a great member of the Mr. Mini Dreams page, of Scaled World Weekly, scaledworld.net. He even does a lot with us over at the ISM stuff, and he's just a great guy to hang out with. You know, even if we're thousands of miles apart, if he feels like a brother when we start talking online. But Punch is making stock body panels for this, so you guys that don't want to build the rally car can backdate it. So I got 2 of those now. And then Brian, he got us pictures of the SoCal N&L 8. And here's another feature that posted this week. And again, this right here, what is good about some of these guys here, he's from, this gentleman here is Vita, and he's from the Czech Republic. And then, so this week we've gotten a lot of submissions from across the world, guys. It is just awesome. Shane, you guys know him as Man Cave Models. He has this beautiful 48 Woody. And then Joe Phillips, he's from the UK. He got his Liberty Walk done. Mine's still in the box, Pete. Sorry. So he's got a Liberty Walk done. And so that's just some of the stuff that was posted up since last Wednesday. Want to thank you guys for taking part over there. Hello, Frank. Guys, Frankie just joined us. Let's go back to see his progress. I forgot to do what are you working on this week. I've had a lot of personal stuff going on. I didn't really get to. But Frankie and I spent a few hours earlier this week talking about Scale Productions. Scale Productions, Frankie picked up a set of wheels. Let's go to Scale Productions. Frankie picked him up a set of wheels from Scale Productions. If you guys don't know, it is a UK company, but they supply all kinds of stuff. They ship worldwide. He picked up some wheels and tires this week, and I'm offline. Well, that's no good, guys. I don't know how that happens. I'm online. Okay, there it goes. Now we're online. Let's see where we're going to go back to. Alright, now let's do this. All right. You guys see why I'm a better builder than I am an office person? I can type 3 words a minute. You remember the old commercial? Well, I got a great personality. Well, Frankie is working on a Rabbit too, guys. His is all lit up. It is just a crazy looking build, full of detail. But he shared a set of wheels with me, and I went to the page to look at some of the wheels, and man, there's some great looking wheels on here. Frankie chose to go with these for his Rabbit. They're the 13 ATSs. €13.50. It's going to be like $16 for us. The exchange rate is like $1.44 to their dollar. So it's about 16 bucks. But they're a great looking wheel. And Frankie has done a beautiful job putting them on his Volkswagen Golf GTI. But looking through here, I made the comment that I don't remember checking out Scale Productions for wheels and tires. We've had their bumper kit that we put on the Golf Rabbit that we built for Pete at scaledworld.net. And I don't know what I've done with them. Well, at one point I had the Scale Productions other wheels. I don't know. I must have sent them. They must be in another box. But if you look at them, you can get them in different size tires. You can get these size tires. You can get a treaded tire, and you can get a slick for like if you want to do a racing. Yeah. And it shows them. His is gray. I love this red one though, Frankie. And I believe that's a Peugeot 205, but don't quote me on that. But you don't see many of these in kit form. They're all in the race car form. And then I would love to build this little white car. And again, I believe this is a die cast. But that little white car just looks so cool. Oh, thanks, Sniper. I'm glad you're with us today. I haven't got to see you for a while. Would enjoy an update and seeing how you're doing, bud. So let's see, what else? Here's a set that I told Pete. Me and Pete were talking about these two. And I'm thinking, if you go to the site, they got these right here. They're all roughly about $13 to $20 a set. But I came across these sets here. See these three sets here? And they're $13. They are the 13-inch, which will be small enough for my Golfs and what have you. But they're 3 pieces, two or 3 pieces. You get the little insert, aluminum ring, and a set of tires of your choice. It's these, dummy. It's these wheels right here, if you guys can see. It's that set right there. So that way you can do your color inserts. And you could do your color inserts and have your aluminum ring still. And these right here, you could go, you see all the way through them. And, it's right here is the 3-piece wheel. They're called Schmidt Modern Line. So I think those are pretty neat. And then they put these on the Cabriolet. And then again, that lets you paint your centers if you want them white or what have you. But then I seen these and I about shit myself. I'll show you the BBSs, guys. They have a set of BBSs that are photo etch. I seen these. They're calling them 16-inch Alpines. Hello, Punch. We was just talking about you and your Escort panels, bud. Okay. Look at these. Okay, these ain't the BBSs. These are the Alpines. But look at that. Them are good looking wheel, man. And it comes with the 3 pieces. But they do have a set of Photo Etch BBSs. Yeah, here they are. They're $18. But still yet, look at these babies. I seen these as like, whoa. So that way you get to double layer your spokes. Look at them. I gotta get a set of those when. And then again, I even like the little Porsche wheels. When you see the little Porsche wheels come out, yeah, Stig, they are real nice. Look at that. There are so many cool kits. I wish I need those fat fenders. That little green car is just so cool. And then there you go. I know that puts a whole new look to the Bell Kits Escort. That is just beast. It's amazing. I like these set of wheels, and that makes this car look cool. But when they put the Photo Etch BSs on the bottom, dude, it just makes it so much better looking to me. Even with the big body. Even if you didn't take the body back down to factory. Yeah, you're pretty right. I bet you're right, Frank. Yeah, because they offer, like Frank said, look at all the wheels that they have different inserts, you know. You can probably more or less make your own. Now, here's, even if you wanted to go with the Renault racing wheel, I know a lot of people are fans of these. It's something that I don't care too much for right offhand. It's just not my flavor of a wheel. But we do have... we do have the Scale Productions, but they're way big. They're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. But some people, they don't care for this style of wheel. I like them better here in the offset than I do in the flush mount. It's popular. The flush mount is popular with a lot of people. But I'd rather have the width into it. Here you can show where they give you the ring. You can either make it a flush mount or you can make it a deep mount like that. And then there's just some great looking wheels in there. So if you guys get a chance, it's Scale Productions. They do ship across the world. Me and Pete have used their body stuff. Tom Ridger from the Scale Modeling channel, the Scale Modeler, he uses a lot of Scale Production stuff. They got a good name, good reputation, nice resin stuff. And yeah, see they have all kinds of accessories and just all kinds of stuff here. I would like to find the updated Golf, but it's not here in his listings anymore. But there's all kinds of different stuff you guys can get if you're into, you know, beefing up your motors and whatnot. So it's just not wheels. It's all kinds of creative stuff. So go over there and check that out. Now let's get down to the brass tacks. Look at this Photo Etch. Another set of Photo Etch for the BMW M1. You know, you're gonna get a set of the wire wheels, set of disc brakes, the calipers. Just it's loaded with some neat stuff. And it's not that expensive, I don't think. I've seen some photo etches going for more than, it's 15 euro. The bell kits. The bell kits that are out right now, they have the Ford Festiva. They have the Volkswagen Polo. Hobby Design, a photo etch set from Hobby Design for those two race cars are like $60 for the set. So to get a set for, you know, $15, which probably US funds is going to be around $22. That's not bad. All right, so let's get down to the tax, guys. Here's the raffle update. Yesterday we went, if you bought 2, you get a free spot. We had one taker on that. That was Adam Mosier. We gave away a spot last Friday on the ISM live show. Stan Lee was the winner of that. Then, you know, we have, so far, the ones who bought this week were Eddie, David Goodwin, Eddie Neves. We got David Goodwin. We got Robert, the Maces. The Busted Knuckle Garage. Scaled World bought 2 spots to donate. Vision 124 bought 2 spots and donated. David Goodwin bought another set of spots. And Bill Edmond Jr. bought 3 spots. And Adam Mosier bought 5 spots. So right there entitles all, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 7 people entitled for today's raffle. We're going to go with the random generator, 1 through 7, and we're going to see who will be able to pick a box. So let's go here, kill that. Go right here. I think we already had the random number generator in there. Nope, okay. There it is. Alright. We'll go 1 through... I'm going to go ahead and do it 1 through 8 because David did buy twice. 1 through 8. Alright. Oh, number 8. So number 8 will be Adam Mosier. He bought off of Facebook. So I'll contact him and let him know that he can pick the box. Let him know that he can pick a box of choice. And no. Oh, good thing Punch is a friend. Guys, I put in number 1 through 8 and then I hit the random generator and it brought up the number 8. Alright, now I'm going to do one other thing, guys, for the Let's Make the Deal thing. I'm going to go and I'm going to put in between number 1, you son of a gun, and 132. Now, when I hit the random generator, I'm going to roll over, and as soon as, if the number that shows up here is a person that's already took a spot, we're going to let them, we're going to give them away something. We'll discuss that in a minute. So, you guys ready? Number 94. So, if there's a person on slot 94, and there isn't. You guys seen that? There isn't a person on 94. So, how many people? We got 21 people in here. we're gonna go. No, not a not so much giveaway, Pete. We're doing the random box choice for the Let's Make a Deal, and just a little weekly giveaway thing. All right. So let's go with. We're gonna let you guys. Does anybody have a timer? Here, I'll do it. See if I get a timer on here. Online timer. All right. Duration. You son of a gun. Let's do a 5-minute timer. Done. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna put it right here. For the next 5 minutes, we're gonna take numbers. So as soon as Pete puts in numbers now, I'll start the timer. All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to start the timer now. You guys pick a number between 1 and... because there's 132 spots. We'll pick a number between 1 and 132. Starting now. Try to remember, guys, one number. Hello, Monty. John, thanks for joining. Frankie, I'm glad you showed up, bud. Guys, for real, if you guys ain't part of the Facebook community, get over there. There's so much more really cool stuff being posted over on Facebook. I don't do the Instagram, so I understand how some of you don't do the Facebook. But Frankie has been doing some great work. John is always doing some great reviews. Punch is always sharing some very great automobile pictures. You know, he'll keep you inspired. The same with our buddy Tom Jackson from Woods Chopper. Always, you know, he's got fuel in his bloodline. His dad has fuel in his bloodline. You ought to just see the pictures that these guys share for inspiration, projects that people are working on, and then ScaledWorld.net for all the finished builds. You know, don't forget that. And then while we're waiting for the timer to count down, don't forget about the Diversified Scalers show. We'll be up here this June. Speaking of which, George popped in. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Chris has been on vacation, so I'm glad you're going to get, I'm glad your order's on the way. Yeah, guys, when Tom says, antique cars, you ain't lying. He, went to a steam museum, and there are some of the world's neatest vehicles, that you don't hear much about, that were steam powered. And a lot of delivery trucks, you know, were just some cool stuff, Tom. I was asked about wet sanding and some of the products that I use for wet sanding. You guys can either go to Alpha Abrasive web page, or I picked this stuff up at Hobby Lobby. And basically, the 320 would be, you know, your wet sanding, primer, and body work all the way up to the 600. The 1000 grit would be to get ready for like a final primer before a color. And then right here would be, this is how I do my clear coat. It'd be 2000, 4000, 6000, 12,000. Oh yeah, John, thank you. I forgot about that. And it comes with a lot of paper, guys. I've just cut down half sheets, you know, and I only use a half a sheet at a time. And this is what we do for our wet sanding. I wouldn't put my UMP sanders in water. So I got my own set of sanders for that. You guys got less than a minute left. I'll get a hold with Adam from Facebook, because I don't think he watches my YouTube channel, and we'll let him pick one of the boxes. You guys are down to 40 seconds. I did not know that, John. You guys are down to 10 seconds. All right. And we're done. All right. So now that that's over with, let's go back to the random number generator. And we're going to pick random number generator. All right. I'm going to All right, you guys ready? Let's see which number it is. All right, number 22. Let's see who gets number 22. So I'm going to go back through here and look. Closest one to 22. Alright, so with the numbers that I can see on here, it looks like the closest one was John Paul with number 26. So, John, you have your choice. You can have a free spot in the raffle, or you can take a guess at a game. Oh, he's going with the free spot. All right. Let's make sure number 62 is available. I went the wrong way. Number 62 is available. All right. So we're going to put down John Paul. Scaled World giveaway. Alright, so we'll go over here. We'll take care of that. I'm keeping all this stuff written down so we keep all that stuff together. Spot 2 went to John Poll. We did Scaled World Weekly giveaway. Hell, I don't even know how to spell this morning. What's today's date? The 16th? Alright. So we still have 2 free spots. We still have 2 free spots to give away for George at Vision 124. We'll probably wait a little bit longer for that. Alright. I'm trying to think now. Alright. Here's what I want to do. Okay, you have... Yeah, yes, Punch. They're $10 a spot. You can go to scaledworld.net that way, or you can go through right here at PayPal at scaledworldweekly@yahoo.com. All right. What do we have here? I'm going to give you guys a line of product. And we're going to let somebody... You can select yourself. I can do it random, Punch, or you can select a set of numbers. It all depends upon you. Alright, the first item is a set of Pegasus Chrome Ds. The Series 1109. They're supposed to be like a 13-inch wire wheel, but they scale more out to 14-inch. You're welcome, Todd. The second is a snap type, a Revell snap type Hun-V. The third is the ProTech PT-MC67, a Barry Grant Dominator carburetor. The fourth item is the Steve Zimmerman wheels. The fifth item is Buster's Custom Colors. It's a purple, like a purplish blue color. And the last item is a CVG resin. It is going to be a Sunny Big Block Rim Air 932. So now he took a little. He's trying to recover. He's trying to heal back up after an incident. So right now he's halted production on some of his stuff for a minute. Now what we're going to do here again, guys, is we're going to let somebody take a guess of the price range of these, putting these in order. If the first person can put all this stuff in order, will get a free spot. So from cheapest to the highest price. Let's do this. See if you guys, I'm trying to get all this in the picture for you guys. You got a kit, you got a resin motor, you got some resin wheels, you got some plastic wheels. And I'm going to write these down as you guys put in your guesses. I'm going to write these down. I got to get to my game sheet. Alright. Todd. I'm going to put Todd Tooltaz. Okay, let's see. Todd goes 3, 2, 1, 6, 4, and 5. Alright. Monty Davis is 5, 6, 4. One, 2, 3. Alright. Bill B. Bobblehead is 3, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4. DG, which is David Goodwin, he is 3, 1, 5, 4, 2, 6. Gerald is 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 4. John Paul. 3, 1, 4. 5, 2, 6. Spunky. How you doing, Spunky? I ain't seen you post in a while, bud. I hope you're doing better. It seemed like this year the flu kicked everybody's rear end. Alright, Punch. 3, 5, 4, 6, 1, 2. Oh, Rattle Can, he popped up in here. Way to go, Rattle. I ain't seen you in a while, bud. I hope you're doing good. So Rattle Can, I got Punch. Rattle Can is 3, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4. Alright guys, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got 9 guys up here with their guesses. So let's see. We wrote down Tooltaz, thinks it's 3. He thinks it's 3, 2, 1, 6, 4, 5. That's Todd's guess. And let's see if he's got any of it right. Let's see if he's got any of it right. He's got 2 numbers right. I'll tell you this, guys. Nobody's got it right. Nobody got this one right. So we'll play this again another day because nobody got it right. That's the beauty of this game. I control the rules. No, I have it all written down. I have everything written down here. And on the back of here, guys, so you guys know I ain't trying to pull no funny stuff, on the back of each package is the price. I gave you guys a hint on the last week's show, and it seems like a few of you guys didn't remember. So some of you guys are really close, I will tell you that. Bill, now looking at the list, Bill and Rattlecan, their numbers the exact same way. And I know both of these guys build a lot, so I bet next week, if we play this game again, I bet next week somebody gets it right. But this week, nobody got it right. Who could tell me what we did last week for the highest priced one? Who still remembers what we did last week for the highest priced one? John, I didn't see yours, bud. Yeah, Sharpie, yours didn't get posted up, brother. Did none of you guys remember? Yeah, Todd's right. Last week, we told you guys that the wheels were the most. And I even showed you guys $23. When Steve gets back up and around where he can start doing some work, it's $20 a set of wheels from Steve Zimmerman. $3 shipping. If you punch... James suffers from cystic fibrosis. It's something he's battled with his whole life. And they've been talking about him now being, it's really affecting his lungs. So, they're saying within a year and a half, if he doesn't, find a matching donor, matching lung donor. So yeah, it's not looking real well for Young Model Master right now, but you know, with the grace of God and stuff like that. Speaking of which, we already committed to this raffle, but me and Pete is already in the talks with doing a raffle just for James and his family. Just for James and his family. And we're going to give 100% of the proceeds from the next raffle to James. You guys can go right here to GoFundMe. And it is, see if you guys can see the link there. I don't know how to post the links. David Parker, John has been doing a lot of stuff with his daughter. She just graduated, and they've been doing some traveling and some stuff like that. He's still posts pretty often on Facebook. So you can go to James Wish over at GoFundMe.com. That's Young Model Master there, and she gives a little brief story of what he's facing. And me and Pete were talking about a 50-50 raffle or a 100% raffle. We give it all to him, and I gave my approval to do both. He is a real nice young kid. Is a strong builder, but his health is what's been the majority of the issue for him throughout his life. In the middle part of last year, he was placed in the hospital for several weeks because his body wouldn't digest food. And could you imagine being 16 years old and having to be tube fed? So he's faced a lot of challenges. And thank you, David. It's open to anybody that wants to donate. Um, like I said, when we do the raffles, we want to do it to where you guys end up with something for helping out instead of just saying, "Hey, give me money." I don't. I know a lot of channels are thriving off Patreon, off of Twitch, and stuff like that. The scaledworld.net is a free site, so you guys can go and enjoy. You guys can submit your own stuff. Scaled World Weekly is just something on the side that we like to do, spread some news, get to share some stuff in the community that maybe some of you that don't surf the net, you guys got your go-to spots, and you're fine with that. So we're trying to share some more spots that maybe you guys can take interest in. And when we do the raffles like this, it's our way of raising funds to stay building, plus you guys get something in return. So with that being said, if you guys want to take part in that raffle, we got some other things coming that we'll be able to do. I've already scrounged up giveaway prizes within the number range. I've already got, I'm up to 4 kits now alone just to put into that next raffle. And then we'll have a main prize, and then I'm gathering up stuff to put into the little prize. And it will be a $5 raffle per spot. The reason why this was $10 is because the amount of stuff that's in the actual winning box, and our plans to help the Diversified Scalers Model Club, and to get some other products back here, so you guys can actually build along with me as we're doing the Scale World Weekly builds. So we gave out 1 spot today. Thank you, John, for taking part in that. Thank you, Todd, Monty, Bill, David, Gerald, John, Spunk, Punch, and Rattlecan, all for joining in to the, the Price It Right game. And then, as soon as, where was I going? I lost train of thought, guys. I had my treatment this morning, my damn self, so I'm kind of a little on the fuzzy side. But let's check out some of the progress that I done this week. Like I said, I was testing out that airbrush, so I pulled out some of these. Yeah, no problem, Punch. I took these wheels out that Pete sent me, and I just was playing with that airbrush, and it did really good, so I went ahead and detailed these up. I don't know what they'll go on yet. They're a little small, so I don't know exactly what they'll go on yet, but I did pick up 2 more rabbits in a trade from the Ollie's model car page. Ollie's just got a new round of models in, so if you have an Ollie's by you and you're in the on the East Coast area, they have the Chargers in. They have the Chargers in now. You can get the red and purple one in. They have the Camaro in. They had some NASCAR stuff in and some other stuff. So get to your Ollie's and check it out. But I had put a post on there a few weeks ago that I was looking for some more rabbit kits for a project I had in mind. My friend Thomas Hennessy sent me one. Pete from Scaled World found me the convertible one and sent me one. And I made a trade yesterday for 2 more because I have a crazy idea I want to do with them. Yeah. What did we do this week? Oh, the motor in the Challenger. That's a clearly scale motor in here. I still got a lot of work to do. It's just being dry fitted now. I was just playing around with this, and then it took over my interest, guys. So I've been focused more on the convertible than I have been on the wide body. But I'm at a stage where I could take both of them and start fine-tuning the body work. Let me see. And I got, let's see if I can't get the hood to open. I got the hood hinged and open, and the glass fell through. Like you guys remember, I told you I was putting a clear hood, a scoop in here like the Corvette's got, so you can see the Hemi motor. The motors that come with this pre-painted kit, it sucks. So I'm using, since I got a clearly scale Hemi, we're going to take the Hemi out of the original kit and put in the convertible. And then we got the fin glued on, and then now the trunk is hinged too. And so that's ready to go. And then I was fine-tuning the tail lights that I made for it. It's all fine-tuned. It's got all the package tray inside the trunk, so it sets nice. Removed the molded in exhaust tips, shaved the gas tank lid, shaved the door handles, and then just fine-tuned the boot that we made. And so now this right here, oh, and then for some reason it has on the on the pre-painted, it has 2 indentions in the vent, but there's nothing in the air dam, but it doesn't show what for. There's no reflector, nothing like that. So I filled them in to make it solid. And then, like I said, we're going with the Phantom grill clear across the front end. So that's that. And we're going to get back. And I finally decided to strip the purple one. It's in the dunk tank now. It's getting stripped. Planning on when Chris Hales gets caught up. He's processing orders now. As stated in the comments, some of you guys are already getting notifications that your resin kits and supplies are getting packaged and shipped out. As soon as he gets caught up from his vacation, we want to order the new charger kit, because we have the original. We're going to get the new charger kit. We're going to get a few of the Sunny pickup kits, because I picked up another Sunny this week from Rocky Butcher. I'm waiting for it to get here, and I need to pick up one more Sunny truck for an idea that I have. And that's about all I've done this week on the bench. I will post up as soon as we're done here. I will post up a new what have you been working on. If you guys ain't subscribed to John over there at Sharpie Models, go check out his page. He's doing a series build right now. John, is Red Riding Hood done? He's doing a figure. Right now he's doing a woman figure. You got John from Gap Hill Speed Shop just jumped in. Subscribe to his channel. He's been doing a lot lately for you guys, going live and doing some shows. You looking for this one? Spunk? Go to thesalesshack.com. go to thesellshack.com. Go check out the Model Hut and see if they have this truck in stock. And if they do, you can get a 10% discount this month off of it. And you can, and if you buy a spot in my raffle, you get a free spot. Alright. See, what else was I going to cover? Pete was there. Pete is off and on right now. He told me that. Yeah, he told me that. So, yeah, I'll talk to you soon, bud. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end that for today. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks for playing another day of, you know, Scaled World Weekly Games with me. Trying to get this raffle together. So let's not forget, we're going to, we're trying to sell at least 100 spots. If we could sell 100 spots, Brian from the Sales Shack is giving away a $100 gift card. And, you know, we got that. We're doing, since this week is over, we're going to put down that Adam gets to choose a box for this week. And then each week, starting today, if you guys donate during this next week, you guys will get a second chance at picking a box from the Let's Make a Deal. And, so this week it's Adam. Almost put first week wiener. Gerald, here's what I would, if you're just now getting back into it, here's what I would recommend. I recommend coming back to the hobby, taking it slow, getting yourself back familiar with the process of doing everything, instead of purchasing a bunch of stuff and then, you know, you're not really caring for it again. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest you aiming for supplies before kit hoarding, I should say. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you then. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have no interest in planes until I started following John Sharpie and the guys over at the IMS. And before you knew it, I built a P-51 Mustang. I built what I called the Snowbird instead of the Blackbird. I went with the white, and this thing is dirty because I can't fit it in nothing. I went with the white snow camel theme on this SR-22 and SR-71, I mean, and I called this one the Snowbird. And with help from John Sharpie and them over at the ISM, you know, I learned how to do some heat on the exhaust. I had to still do my own twist to it. I hinged the canopies the same way I do my model car hoods. The same way I did my model car hoods. And then I camoed it all out. It's all camoed. And I really wasn't even interested in planes. I got this kit and I thought, well, you know what? I'll build it. But even on the inside, I got to do all the detailing and stuff that I wanted to do. And I fairly enjoyed it. I even did the drone that comes in the kit. I did it the same way. Yeah, and like I already showed you guys, Sharpie, um, they like to tease him about being a Russian tank guru, but I went ahead and built this Tamiya Walker Bulldog. John Sharpie recommended it as a kit to build. He said it's a very easy, very builder-friendly kit from Tamiya. One that he believes everyone should start with, and I will agree with him. It was a great, it is a great kit. Went together well. Very little issues. My only issues was not having knowledge of a tank to really know what the heck I was going for. And I was still able to detail it my own, give it a tow chain, able to learn some rusting techniques. What do I got now? I done showed you guys. I got a Cobra helicopter. I got a Trumpeter LAVR. I got the Hobby Boss M4 high-speed tractor. Now, when I take my Trumpeter and I take my Hobby Boss, they look like the exact same stamped plastic. But I have, you know, I don't know if they share the same molds or just reboxing stuff. I have a Zero. I have a Mitsubishi Zero fighter plane that I'm excited. I want to build it for some reason. I actually want to build it. And then I have a small tank. I have a half track, and then I have the ATF Dingo, which I really want to build that, but I don't know which way I'll actually build it. It's a cool looking truck. I'm gonna put some stuff up real quick. See, guys, this is why I wanted to handle business first, because I could start talking and rambling for hours. Yeah, see, I picked this up. I really want to build this. It's a Revell Germany kit. That's why with the sale of Revell, I hope if it changes names, I hope they can get some of the same kits back to us. Because there's a couple versions of this Dingo that I would like to enjoy building. Let's open this up. I picked this up off of Mark. No, I forgot who I picked this up off of, but it's on the Facebook. It's on the Facebook sales page. The Scale Graveyard. They interviewed the guy on ISM, and I thought I would take a look at it, and ended up picking this up. It's got great decals. I don't know how well they'll lay, but look at that map for the computer on the inside. And then it has its pros and cons, but look, our American kits for Revell never, unless it was a pro modeler kit, we didn't get no extras like this. You know, in the Revell Germany kit, like I did a review of my Revell Germany Golf GTI, the one Frankie is working on, versus the Rabbits that I have. And just the instruction sheets and everything is so different. So I hope if Revell gets to stay in production, that we get more concentration on kits like the Revell Germany kits do, because in the US kits, we don't get none of this. We just get a thing explaining don't eat glue. You'll get some instructions, but it's never this elaborate. Though I don't use instructions much, but on a kit like this, which I'm not familiar with building, it'd be great to have some instructions with it. It has big, thick, bulletproof windows. The clarity, I mean, it's pretty clear. That's even through the plastic bag. So the clarity is really well. You have to build the entire frame. It does come in this military stage green. But it looks like very little flash. Some great detail. I'm going to pull this out of the bag for you guys. I guess we did a kit review today, Pete. This is the Dingo GEA2 kit number 03233. And in the first bag, there's two things of, 2 sprues. If you look at it, that's a pretty good detailed gun. I bet this right here is a winch. This right here would be the turret. And it looks like this right here is part of the cab, the outside of the doors and the inside of the doors. Some sink marks, if you're a perfectionist, you know, there's some sink marks in it. But if you was going to build this, I can see where we could turn that right there into rust damage or bullet damage. And then it's got all the... I don't like the craze in the plastic. And these right here are supposed to be canvas, so it gives you the wrinkles, so that's cool. And that's that bag. For being 135th, it's got a long frame and everything. I didn't see the tires. Here's the tires. I like the tires. They're really thick and beefy. Right there. We're just looking at a kit real quick, guys. We were talking about car builders building outside of the automotive stuff, so I thought we would do a little quick unboxing of this Dingo. And this right here looks like two of the same photo etch, two of the same sprues. Just looks like door handles and seats. But even that, look at them rear ends. Them look good. The steps look good. Can you guys see the diamond plate in the steps? And on this one here, we have to build the whole cab and everything. Yeah, I ain't getting this back in the bag. I don't know how big this would be in real life, but that dash almost looks 1/25 scale. You know what I mean? Well, look at all the diamond plate detail. This thing's pretty cool. All the electronics. Let's see if you guys can't see that. Then more diamond plate. This right here is going to be part of the outside hull. Here, see, I don't like this. This being the hood. I guess yeah, it all has some texture to it. You see that? Wonder... I don't think these are armored vehicles. I think these would be soft skin. I know the Humvee's a soft skin. Maybe this is an armored vehicle, so it has a different metal. There's the roof. This right here would be the bottom hull. I like the vents is deep for the engine compartment grill area. That's nice and deep. I mean, it's solid. You can't see in it, but it's nice and deep. Then, look at all these little bitty parts. I'm going to go insane. That gear shifter's just asking to be broke. I got my big chubs over there. And here's some of the rear drivetrain and stuff. I'm telling you, that bumper, you know, with all the new Bronco, with that new little Bronco being out, kit out now, I'd probably somebody ain't casted this just from here to put on those bumpers. And that's a nice looking, look at that whole front axle. It's got the CV joints and everything in it. Oh, it does have a motor too, look. I thought it was a glue shut hood. Dang, I have to build the whole hood and everything. It looked cool when I bought it. It might be intimidating now to build it. Guys, John Sharpie gives a lot better kit review than I just did. But right there was a look into the Revell. See if this will show up in the picture. This right here gives you a look into the Revell Dingo. This is what it builds out to. Look at that little Jeep in the background. So we don't know how we're going to build it just yet, but we're going to get it built. Well, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. We blew about an hour and a half of your day here hanging out. Thank you. Please, if you can, take part in the raffle. It's $10 a spot. We're planning on doing a lot more for you guys in the community with this one raffle. With this raffle. The next raffle we do will be 100% donation to Young Model Master, as he has a difficult time right now with his future. So be able to help his mom out and keep him some encouragement. This is Mini Guys with Scaled World Weekly. Don't forget to check out scaledworld.net. Yes, Marty, the raffle goes until Wednesday, May 30th is the last day of the raffle. And what I did this Tuesday was if you bought 2 spots, you got a spot free. There is also, if you place an order with the salesshack.com and you buy a spot, you'll get a free spot just for ordering from the Sales Shack, but you have to buy a spot. You know, I got plenty of deals like that trying to go in. So I wanted to sell at least 100 spots. The sheet I made up was for 132 spots. So that gave us some room to, you know, make some better deals. The next raffles after this one, guys, they're all going to be $5 raffles. I'm thinking that maybe we price this raffle here a little expensive and people don't want to take part, because most of my other raffles are just a week long and we would sell out. We sold out on 2 of them out of the 3. So it's an experience. It's a live and learn experience, but we're trying to do it to benefit everyone involved, not just my bench, not just scaledworld.net, but we're trying to bring things back to your guys' bench as well. So you guys have a great day. Keep Young Model Master in your guys' prayer if you're a believer in Christ and believe prayers work. And then when we wrap this raffle up at the end of the month, we'll do another one just for James and his mom. There's more info about it on the GoFundMe if you guys want to go to donate now. But when we make our donation to Young Model Masters family, it will say donated by Scaled World Weekly, Scaled World Net, and the community. So, you know, some people want to stay anonymous. They do have an anonymous button over there. And some other people We just want to leave Scaled World Net and Scaled World Weekly when we donate, to let him know that we are out here thinking of him. James, Young Model Master, has always been a big fan of mine. He's a hell of a builder. Last year, I started that Rusty Bronco build. He enjoyed it so much that we gave it away to him. We sent that to him. He really liked it. In one of our raffles last year, he bought a few spots and he ended up winning the set of Vallejo colors that we gave away that year. Or that raffle, I should say. So I kind of want to let him know that Scaled World and Scaled World Weekly are thinking of him. But you guys are more than welcome to go to GoFundMe and donate yourself. You can stay anonymous. You don't have to wait for us to do the raffle. My purpose of doing the raffle for you guys is maybe you guys can get something in return as well as just donating money. But I rambled on enough, as John Sharpie likes to call it, waffling. Appreciate you guys taking your time to support me, to support the rest of the stuff in the community. I couldn't be a Mr. Mini Dreams without your guys' fellowship. ScaledWorld.net won't be able to provide the world of builders a place for an outlet if it wasn't for you guys building and sharing your work. Don't forget to check out the Diversified Scalers show. Mini, and I'm out.